Hey y'all, so good to see you again here on the channel, Grassroots Gardening. I'm Ryan in case you're new to the channel, and here on this channel we discuss all things gardening, plants, landscape. If it's green, we're going to talk about it, and everything is sure enough green here lately because we have been getting so much rain this week. In fact, I came down here to check my rain gauge, and this is how much we have gotten. The thing has filled all the way up and fallen over. So the main purpose of this video, as I'm dumping out my rain gauge, is I want to go check on that Japanese maple, that Ryusen that we planted back in the fall down at that secret waterfall. If you remember that video, I want to go check on it, and that didn't work. It's been a long week, y'all. So I want to go check on that Ryusen maple to make sure it made it. I hope it did. That's the one we planted on that outcropping down at the little top secret waterfall area. So in a minute here, we're going to jump in the buggy and we're going to go check on that guy to make sure he's still alive. But first, I thought I would show you guys out here on the porch area. Some of the plants, like the dichondra, have been loving the copious amount of rain. And I'll admit, I stole that word from the news this morning, because that's what the dude said. He's like, we have been getting copious amounts of rain. I said, you know what? That sounds really intelligent. I'm going to steal that word. And so there you have it. We have been getting copious amounts of rain. And everybody's not loving it for the most part. The calibrachoa is doing okay. And plumeria, he's doing all right. We've got some of the flowers have been knocked off by the thunderstorms, but otherwise the leaves look healthy. Flambe is doing okay. The petunias, I've noticed, have suffered the most, especially this guy over here, and I forget what his name was. This is Supertunia Mini Vista Midnight, and he looks pretty pitiful. But we have had some hellacious thunderstorms roll through, and he has not liked it. Now, another thing too, it could be the drainage in some of these pots contributing to the way they look, because we have got just obviously over 5 inches of rain this week, and you know, majority of everything looks okay, but that could be due to the drainage. So I probably need to check the drain holes on that guy. So he might just be holding too much. And we did our top dressing of the lawn, if you saw that video here recently, and it has bounced back and is doing fantastic. It really loved that little extra attention that we showed it with the composting it with, or top dressing it with the compost. But for the most part, everything's looking okay. Our mandevilla up there is showing out. The little garden up here has done tremendous, other than the raccoons going in and eating my damn Roma tomatoes the other day. But the one plant that I tell you is just really hard to go wrong with is the Mini Vista. Well, it's actually not a Mini Vista. This is Vista Bubblegum from Proven Winners. That thing, look at the size of that dude. I mean, that is just incredible. That's one right here that you just really can't go wrong with. I mean, it just outperforms everything. Incredible. But for the most part, everybody has really appreciated the rain. The coffee cups, colocasia, right there is doing great. You see that big Maui gold over there with its pretty chartreuse leaves. The drift roses. Got a big old agapanthus. It shot up a big ball rocket-like flower. It's doing okay. And the bee balm is needing some deheading, but he's doing okay. Got a little lizard out here hanging out this afternoon. But like I said, for the most part, everything in the ground has appreciated the rain. And look at our Roma tomatoes. I haven't picked any yet, because the ones that I were gonna pick, if you saw our little YouTube short, the raccoons got to them first. And so they got the first tomatoes of the year. But I pruned that one up into a single stalk. It's doing really well. And we've got a hole out here. Need to come and plant something here soon, because I ripped up all the broccoli and the cabbage after we ate it. But we're going to walk around this side of the house real quick, and then there's one really special flower that I want to show you guys in the greenhouse This orchid hasn't flowered for me in like 3 years. Finally opened up yesterday, and it is really, really cool. So we're gonna walk around there, check that out. Then we're gonna hop in the dune buggy and go check on our Japanese maple. Everybody on Hydrangea Hill is what I call this little hill, is doing real good, even though it looks like we had a little bit of washout. We have just had so much freaking rain, you guys. Our big hibiscus right there, or Rose of Sharon, is really showing out. This beautiful hydrangea right at the base of it. And the snapdragons this year have held on an extra long time because it's been unseasonably cool along with all the rain. And I expect them to croak out here pretty soon, just as soon as it starts getting real hot. But I've been really impressed with these guys this spring. We just clicked the first day of summer a few days ago, but it's been pretty mild so far. I brought back a couple of Japanese maples from grassroots. Need to get those still in the ground. This is that container we did a while back. This Dusty Miller has really done well. I actually planted that back last fall, and it just really kind of exploded with the springtime. And I believe that is Jazzberry, Vista Jazzberry. That one kind of rivals the bubblegum pink we saw around there on the front porch. And then our Emerald Thuja, or Arborvitae, has done really well in that container. We planted that, when was it, last fall, I think, y'all? Yeah, so it's done pretty good. I need to get on the stick. This is what I always do right here. I get Japanese maples, they're plants. I bring them back from the nursery, and then they kind of just get stuck here for a little bit till I get my button gear and go plant them. And I guess before we go into the greenhouse, since we're kind of doing an update video, y'all remember this video from last year, we planted this Vitex over here right beside the aviary. This thing has really performed well. We had that late frost and it kind of messed with it a little bit, but it bounced right back. This is a cool small tree right here, and the pollinators absolutely love it. Then we got some guys coming to say hello to us. There's Kona. Hey buddy, how are you doing? And Miss Millie in the background. Have y'all been enjoying all this rain? Y'all ought to be clean. So obviously they're inside the aviary, and they have shelter where they can get out of the rain if they want to, but they kind of like it. Feels like home, don't it? All right, I hear you. And real quick, just because it's really got some ginormous flowers on it, look at the size of this hibiscus flower right here. So there's my hand. That is a huge flower. This is hibiscus moschuetos. Really cool perennial for us here in zone 8A. Anyway, a perennial hibiscus that comes back every year. The flowers are just amazing. But the cool thing that I want to show you guys is in the greenhouse here. And for those of you who love to see Larry, here's bad boy Larry. Hey buddy, how you doing? You behaving yourself? Probably not. And then we've got Miss Scarlet up here in her cage. Hey Miss Scarlet. We had to bring them back from grassroots. If you haven't been following along on the videos, we had to do some spraying in there and some mouse control, so I had to bring them back here to keep them safe. This is my greenhouse that I have here at home. This is just a lean-to greenhouse, so there's my actual inside of one of the bedrooms right there. So I just built this structure just like lean-to style on the side of the house. But what I want to show you guys, check this dude out right here. So this is a Stanhopea orchid, and I have been waiting on it to bloom for quite some time, but look at the size of these blooms that have yet to open. They're about the size of I guess maybe a tennis ball. When they open up, they are just incredibly beautiful and intricate. And tomorrow I'm going to get this guy down and just investigate it a little bit more. But just a really cool flower that I thought you guys might want to see, because the blooms don't last all that long. And I just have it hanging up here in the greenhouse. It loves to stay moist, and I can't wait for those other blooms to open up, and maybe maybe this one will last long enough to when those two open, we'll have 3 open blooms. But isn't that cool? Just got a really unique flower shape to it. I don't know a tremendous amount about Stanhopea orchids, but I know that one is quite a spectacle when it's in bloom. And with all that rain comes the mosquitoes, and they're already buzzing around me here in the greenhouse. Y'all know we got the pond right in the front yard, so we always have a ample supply of mosquitoes, unfortunately, and they love me. But anyway, let's get Jackson. He's inside. Let's get him to chauffeur us down to the waterfall in the dune buggy here, and let's go check on that Japanese maple as promised. Well, due to the copious amounts of rain, it is sure enough flowing down here, guys. And it looks like, even though we need to come down and do some weeding and make sure we don't step on a snake, it looks like she's alive. Oh, that's so awesome, because I was really, really worried about this guy. But I'm really, really focusing on snakes at the moment, because me and snakes do not get along well at all. And if I saw one right now, I'd probably just have to jump straight into the water. And I don't want to do that this afternoon, but yeah. So got to get down here and do a little cleanup. But hey, I call that a success, because she is still alive. And we had a cold, cold winter. So we'll have to come down here and do a little cleanup and get these weeds off of her. And really need to give her some fertilizer, but hey, that's awesome. I'm just happy that it made it out here on this little outcropping. And let's go up and check on up here somewhere. Also getting kind of covered up is this Tamukiyama Japanese maple that I planted. And sorry, I can't talk and look for snakes at the same time, but yep, it's still alive too. Again, needs some weeding and mulching and fertilizer, but hey, I'm just happy that they made it through that cold, cold winter. If that thing will just live, that'll be beautiful one day, draping over the waterfall. But there's our Ryusen right there, that little lime green dude. I'm gonna go down there right now, I think, and clean up around her a little bit. We'll have to bring back some fertilizer. But again, I will call that a success. So we're gonna get to work here, clean these guys up just a little bit. And I appreciate y'all coming down here with us to check on them. Thank goodness they made it through the winter. Appreciate you guys watching. Remember, the more you know, the more you grow. We'll see you on the next video, guys.